extremely proud of our players. Really a gutsy performance. It didn't start pretty. We actually have repped a situation to stay in the end zone on the opening kickoff. How about that? How many bad things you write about me on that play?
Not as many as you would think.
Okay. But really because of ball security, went with Debo in the punt return. It's the first time he's done it. We'll get it straight now. We have a naked called early in the game. We got a lineman. It's one of our base calls, a base one-word term, and he's downfield 8 yards. It's his first start. So there was a lot of firsts for our football team. But you want to talk about some guts and laying it on your body on the barbed wire and making plays when you had to make plays and making catches and doing the things that good teams do. On the road and against a very good defensive football team. I can't tell you how proud I am of our staff and our entire strength staff and the preparation for the first game and how our guys responded in a very, hostile situation. And it didn't go well early. And I'll be as honest as I can be. It's one of the things I told our staff. I said, I'm really worried if it doesn't go well early. How will we respond? I have no idea. And they responded the way you respond. And we'll build on this. And there are so many things to correct. Thank goodness we got the weekend to work, and we'll work every minute of it to get it prepared and get it right to go to Mississippi State next weekend. But it was a great win. So proud of our guys. We got banged around a little in the run game on defense there. We got displaced in some gaps. We'll get that corrected, but just some really gutsy plays offensively and defensively as the game wore on, and extremely proud of our football team. I'm proud to be the head coach of South Carolina and open up for any questions.
Well, you said you were confident in Elliott up to 52 yards through fall camp. What made you confident today at 55?
Well, we felt in pregame because the wind was blowing that way. Coleman felt he was good from 38 in, so meaning that'd be 55, 56 yarders. So we felt good from that range because of the wind. We did not feel as good going the other way. And always in pregame we go through and talk in terms of where does he feel good and kicking into the scoreboard because it's an open air. There was a more wind there, and he felt good about 32, 33. So given the situation, obviously 3rd and 6, I thought they'd call a timeout to save some time at the end of the game because the timeouts at the end don't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, it's time on the clock. So, but they didn't, and we were able to milk the time down and got exactly the look we wanted, knowing we'd go out there with them having one timeout with about 38 to 42 seconds in the game to play. And I had total confidence he was going to hit the thing. I mean, the guy's really good, and he's been a good kicker for a long time. And, we're going to have to win some games like this. That's kind of, that's kind of our MO right now.
What did you say to him, if anything, before the kick, and what did you say to him after the kick?
Well, I didn't say anything before or after. I want to make sure he kicked the ball good on the kickoff, and sometimes he feels good about himself. So I didn't say anything. I just congratulate him in front of the whole team in the locker room. And the guy's a senior. The guy's been in that situation how many times? Y'all know better than I do. So he's been in a lot. We create so many 1 minute, end of game, end of half situations during practice week. I can't tell you how many times he's hit that field goal numerous times since I've been at South Carolina. And I know for a fact, having scouted South Carolina, he's hit them up before. So I had total confidence.
Immediate impressions of your quarterbacks.
Well, we just, Brandon, we moved the football with Brandon. We got to take care of the football, and that's why really we went back with Perry in the second half. We knew it was a 10-point ball game, and, we're going in the red zone to score there. We just got to secure the ball better. We did not make our quarterbacks live in fall camp for the simple reason that's a very tough decision to make in fall camp. I don't think it's always the right one. So we did it in spring, and we had good ball security. We did thud tackle the quarterbacks in drill work so they would get hit with the ball in their hand. Obviously, we didn't do a good enough coaching job. But I thought Perry made throws. We dropped too many balls. We had 3 drops over the middle for first downs. Brian Edwards, I don't know how many catches he had, but they looked good. He had 8. He's a true freshman first game. So, made a bunch of big catches. Debo caught the corner ball. Hayden had a couple targets. We got to catch the ball in traffic better in the middle. We had too many drops.
Looking at the offense in the first half, it seemed kind of conservative, maybe playing a little safe. What made you say
I wouldn't say it was conservative because my last name's Muschamp. You say it's conservative. It wasn't conservative. We took some shots down the field. All right. We had a couple situations in a protection. We busted protection thinking they're going to even front. They're in an odd front, and we had a guy screaming at Perry. He didn't have a chance to get the ball. So just because my last name's Muschamp, it doesn't mean it's conservative.
In the second half,
yell at Roper. Y'all going to interview him next week.
In the second half, it did open up a little bit. Was it just the passing game?
No, I think as much as anything, Dave. Just in all seriousness, we felt like early in the game, because of their 3 down, we were going to get more movement in the run game, and we didn't get quite as much movement as we thought in the run game. Now, we had a couple big runs called back, and we got to get that cleaned up, obviously. Too many penalties on the day. I mean, we had, I'm sure y'all know,
6 or 7.
7, but one of those was a delayed game, so I'm going to take yours. We said 6, and one of them was intentional. So, you know what I'm saying? You're always trying to add one on. All right, so in that situation, you know, we had 2 runs come out that were pretty good. So we got to get a little bit in the run game. We're a little bit off with some things. We got our down around scheme going in the second half, which is probably our best run. And I wish we'd gotten that going a little bit earlier. But again, we made the plays when we had to make plays to win the game. We have a lot to improve on. They always say you improve the most from your first to second. I hope so. So we need to.
Did you see the physical style of defense that you like to see?
At times, I thought we got tired. You know, Phil, in the first quarter, when we fumbled the punt, I felt like the wind came out of our sails a little bit. I don't know if we were emotionally spent or physically spent. And so that was a little disappointing. We were not as strong on the perimeter. We gave up some bubbles, and we'll see that all week next week with Dan. They killed us last year with that. So those are things we got to improve on. But, you know, there was some good hitting. I thought we tackled well. We've tackled well in camp. We tackled 3 live opportunities in camp, and I felt good about going in. Although our last scrimmage we did not tackle. So, but you know, you never know in the first game how well you'll tackle.
What was the plan with the quarterbacks? Was it put in Perry, see how things
Well,
go?
we just want to see how things went with Perry. We wanted to get Brandon in the first quarter and give him an opportunity. He deserves to play. He deserves to start too. It's just the fact that you looked on our offensive football team. We had Mason Zandy, had the only player that had double-digit starts at the University of South Carolina. That's it. I think we had a combined 6 starts with the rest of the offense. So obviously, as you see from the opening kickoff, that's what young players go through. And I did not want to put Brandon in that situation. I don't think it's good to put a young quarterback in that situation and for him to lose confidence, because we're going to need Brandon McElwain to play well for us this year. And I didn't think that was going to be fair to him. Perry has been to Knoxville. He's been to Baton Rouge. He's been to a lot of places. So he understands what it takes in those situations, and obviously made some really nice throws when we needed it.